much, first of all, for coming and for participating in Justine's Beautycounter social. When Justine approached me about it, I was so excited that she, first of all, wanted to introduce you guys to Beautycounter, and second of all, that she wanted to try Beautycounter herself. So, as you can see, I sent her a bunch of product. I wanted her to have some product on hand so that you could interact. I know it's not the full collection, but get a feel for some of the products, of what the packaging looks like and how the products smell and just the look and feel of them. I wanted to share with you first a little bit about how I got introduced to Beautycounter. When I was pregnant with our daughter Ainsley, who's now 15 months old, we had some difficulty staying pregnant. We miscarried twice before we got pregnant with Ainsley, and I was really looking to like completely overhaul all the products I was using, both in my home and on my skin and body, just because I felt like if there was anything I could do to increase our chances, to take out some of the toxicity in my life, I was all game for it. I figured switching over my beauty products was a small change, and if it made a big difference, then I was willing to. And I'm not going to say that it was like the one thing that made the difference, but I do think it made a significant difference both in my personal health and the health of our family now that we've been switching over just like everything that we have over to safer alternatives. And beauty products were one of my like strongholds. I was not going to turn over the reins of my favorite products. I wouldn't say I was a product junkie, but I definitely had my list of like, oh, these are my favorite things and I'm not willing to let them go. Like I'll switch deodorants, I'll switch cleaning products, but I'm not going to get rid of my makeup. So when I found Beautycounter, I was first of all just skeptical a little bit. I had tried a lot of safe beauty products that just didn't work. And so I was skeptical that they would work, and I was a little nervous, but after giving them a try, I was just absolutely delighted with how they worked, how they performed, and the fact that they were really safe. Beautycounter bans over 1,500 ingredients. They're not going to claim to be all natural, which really means nothing. But their goal is to create just the safest and most effective beauty products with the data and information that we have on hand as far as what is safe and what isn't. And I wanted to talk with you just a little bit about the products and kind of give you an overview. But as Justine will probably tell you, you can feel free to contact me directly too if you have questions while you're ordering, or if you have questions about, some of the products that you use or skin conditions. I would be happy to cater something specially to you and help you find your right combination and the right products for your skin. So Beautycounter has a full line of color cosmetics as well as 2 different skincare lines, and then baby, kids, and body products. And I don't want to go too in depth on any one topic. I want to keep it sort of short and concise. But I'm going to start with talking about the skincare. So please excuse the fact that they're currently undergoing a package overhaul. So all the packaging is going to change the way it looks. So what you might see with me will be a little different than what you see online. So just be aware that the Essentials line that I'm talking about is now called Nourishing, and then our Counter timeline is in the process of switching over to Rejuvenating. We recently launched in Canada, and some of the names had to change based on that, so they figured it was a good time to do a packaging overhaul. So I'll start with the Essentials line and the Counter timeline. The Essentials line is our just all over nourishing line. It's great for people who don't have any specific skin concerns, not starting to show the signs of aging. It's also really good for anybody who has sensitive skin. So if you tend to have any skin interactions or things that interact negatively, I would make sure to go towards the Essentials line, as it can be really gentle, nourishing. It's not going to be harsh on your skin or cause any reactions. The Counter timeline is our more big guns anti-aging line. And so this line is for people who their skin is starting to show the signs of aging. They maybe want to counteract some of those signs like fine lines, wrinkles, sunspots. I personally use a few items from each line, and I can talk through that as I explain the lines to you. So the Essentials line, now called the Nourishing line, is comprised of 5 different items, and it is a day cream, a night cream, an exfoliator, and a cleanser, as well as the Anytime Eye Cream. And the day cream and night cream are both very lightweight. You use them as you can imagine, day and night. Very lightweight. They're coconut oil based and just very lightly kind of almost non-scented. Beautycounter doesn't use any artificial fragrances in any of their products simply because that can be an area where it's considered a trade secret in the industry. So a lot of people can put, and a lot of companies put fragrance on the label and then hide a bunch of scary ingredients in there because they don't have to disclose what is in their fragrances. So Beautycounter only uses natural fragrances, frequently uses essential oils or fruit extracts to scent their products, and they smell amazing. And then there's a cleaner, a cleanser, and an exfoliator. The exfoliator is very gentle, so you can use it. I have some clients who use it daily. I personally use it 2 or 3 times a week and just really work it in good into my skin in circular motion and rinse it off. But it's gentle enough to use daily if you have oily skin or skin that's more prone to breakouts. And then the Routine Clean Cream Cleanser is a very great foaming, lathering cleanser. It's a little bit thicker and creamier. Wonderful for removing makeup. It's my #1 cleanser for removing makeup. I love it. And just all around great, gentle on your skin. You could use it multiple times a day and have no issues. And then the Anytime Eye Cream. I wouldn't say this is like, if you're looking for an eye cream to get rid of wrinkles, I wouldn't say that I would focus on this one. It's just a very gentle beginning intro to eye cream. The Essentials line in general is a little more, it's at a lower price point. So if people are just starting to get into skincare, this is a good place to start. It's also a great line for like teens or anybody who's just like a skin minimalist. I would recommend that they start with the Essentials line because it's just a great intro to skincare. Now, if you're looking for the anti-aging that we talked about, I would recommend the Counter Time line. I have all the products here. I'm going to get them all out. So it consists of a few more products, as you can see. There's the Soothing Face Wash, which is actually my personal favorite. It looks, you can kind of see the size of the bottle. It has antioxidants in it and botanical fruit extracts in it. So it's going to work to counteract the signs of the environmental damage. You're going out in pollution and all of those free radicals that you might interact on a daily basis. It has a light floral scent. I'm pretty picky about scents, and they kind of tend to bother me if they're too strong, and I have no issues with this. A very creamy, lightweight consistency, so it's not going to foam. You can't even really see it on my hands. And I find a little bit of all Beautycounter products go a long way. You don't really have to use a lot because they're very concentrated. So although they are a little more expensive because of the high quality ingredients, you're going to find that they're going to last for a really long time. Then there's the eye cream, the Vibrant Eye Perfector, and this is my personal favorite. It has caffeine in it, which is great for tightening the skin and reducing bags under your eyes or the fine lines that you're going to start to see. Once again, I find it lasts for a really, really long time. It also has marine extracts in it, which will help keep your skin looking radiant and fight signs of aging. And then the Restorative Night Cream. So this is also another product that I use religiously and just absolutely love. The container, as you can see, is pretty big. This is like a typical eye cream and a night cream. The container will last I would say easily a number of months using it nightly right before bed. So I cleanse my skin and then I apply the night cream and then I apply the eye cream. So I think it's very gentle. It's not going to cause any interactions. And it also really helps to provide a ton of moisture at night when you most need it. Then the line also has a day cream, which contains vitamin C, and a lot of you probably already know vitamin C is awesome for anti-aging and just a really natural way to fight the signs and counteract the signs of aging, as well as a radiance firming complex. So it has mixed fruit acids. It also has vitamin C in it, and it has ginger root extract. So the way that these two work together is the radiance firming serum is much thinner and it's not really a moisturizer. It is mainly designed to fight aging. So I would suggest that you wash your face and you apply a very thin layer of the radiance firming complex and then finish up with the day cream to get you ready for your day, and then put your makeup on as usual. So that is kind of a very high level overview of the skincare lines. I just wanted to give you kind of a feel for what the two different lines do and the different purposes between the two lines. You can definitely pick and choose. Like, for example, I use the day cream from the Essentials line, and then I use the exfoliator from the Essentials line, and then the rest I use from the Counter Time line. Although if you do choose to buy an entire package, there's a significant discount in price for buying the whole package, and they're obviously designed to work together as a whole. Beautycounter also has sunscreen. I don't know if you're familiar with the difference between sunscreens, but most chemical sunscreens contain oxybenzone, which can be a hormone disruptor. If you have sensitive skin, it might cause an allergic reaction. My niece personally is 2 years old, and she has very sensitive skin and has found that this is the only sunscreen that doesn't make her break out. So that is, a good thing to hear. It's great when you hear feedback from, people who use the products and really love them. So instead, the products use zinc oxide. I know a lot of you have probably tried like a natural sunscreen in the past and found that it leaves my skin looking white. Like, this absorbs very nicely into the skin. It doesn't leave your skin looking white or anything like that. It really works well. It has SPF 30, and as with all sunscreens, reapplication is key to being the most effective, but I find that it works really well. There's also a little sun stick, which a lot of my customers like to use for their face. So you just roll it up and just rub it all over your face. My daughter's 15 months old, and she finds it much more palatable to have the sunscreen applied that way on her face than it is that I rub it all in. So 2 products to definitely take a look at. They also smell really good. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I wanted to make sure to be respectful of your time and make sure I don't take up too much time. Beautycounter also just recently introduced their charcoal products. So there's a charcoal cleansing bar, and this one sells out like wildfire. It has been around since Christmas, and they decided it was going to be a seasonal product, and it was so popular that they decided to keep it around, and now we can't keep it in stock. So thankfully it's in stock right now. It looks like a regular bar of soap. Charcoal draws out impurities. It's great for removing blackheads or shrinking the size of your pores. So my husband personally, this is the only product I can get him to use. We take the bar, and I shouldn't be telling you this because it will save, you won't need to buy as often. But if you cut the bar into multiple pieces and then just use the pieces individually, it can easily last just months on months. I use it just once a day, either in the morning or at night, because it can be a little bit drying. I recommend people start by using it just a few times a week and see how their skin reacts and give it a little time to adjust, and then use it up to once a day. Just because you don't necessarily need to be using it multiple times a day. You want something more gentle once in a while. And then Beautycounter also introduced their charcoal mask. So it is like dark black when it comes out. And you apply it to your skin, leave it on for 10 minutes. It has an exfoliator in there, and it also has peppermint extract and just a teeny tiny bit of salicylic acid, 0.5%, that works to combat acne. It leaves your pores looking great. Your skin feels so smooth. You've been using it for a while. I think you could easily get 10 to 12 mask applications out of one bottle. So it does last for quite a while. You don't necessarily need to use it more than once a week. I put it on when I go in the bath and just let it sit on there and then rinse it off, as it can be a little dark and dirty to rinse off when you remove it. And then Beautycounter also has face oils. So if you're not familiar with using a face oil, it's kind of an interesting process. I think I've been using face oils for maybe 3 years now. And I was so accustomed to that whole, use oil-free on your face. Don't use any oil. But it's actually the type of oil you use that's more important than oil or no oil. So these oils have specifically been blended to be used on the face. If you struggle with, any type of skin issue, frequently if you're stripping your skin of the oil, then your skin responds by making more oil. So actually using oil helps to counteract, shine, oiliness, acne, breakouts, clogged pores, anything like that, and functions as a moisturizer as well. Comes in a little dropper like this. I just apply a couple drops to my fingers and then rub it right into my skin. It absorbs very quickly. If you have dry skin, you can use it in addition to your moisturizer. If you have just regular skin or slightly oily skin, you can use it in place of your moisturizer. And I use it morning and night, just a few drops every morning, every night. You can use it one or the other as well. I'm going to talk just a little bit about the color cosmetics because I know a lot of people get very interested and excited about it. I believe I sent Justine along with a little card that has all of the different lighter shades of the tint skin that I had on hand, and then there's 4 darker shades of the tint skin that I didn't have on hand. But the tint skin is our True Coverage Foundation. It is a light to medium coverage, and I find that it's really buildable. So if you want to get more coverage from it, you can add just, put a layer on, build a little bit more, use either the Beautycounter retractable cosmetics cover brush, or you can use whatever cosmetics, concealer brush you have on hand. I find it's very natural looking. The coverage is great. It works really well in conjunction with our Touch Up Skin Concealer Pen. And as you can see, the concealer pen has you just click it on the end and it will come out here, and you can use it to just paint it directly onto your skin, or you can put it on your hand and then apply it with your fingertips, whatever you prefer. If True Coverage Foundation isn't your thing, you're saying, I'm not really a foundation girl, I'm in that camp with you. I like the Dew Skin, which is the tinted moisturizer. So it has SPF 20 in it. It can sort of double as your moisturizer and your, skin perfector and coverage. It comes in 5 different shades. So it doesn't come in as many shades as the Tint Skin, which comes in 8. But it's a nice coverage. It comes in a little pump at the end. And I use it nearly daily just because I'm going outside all the time and I never remember to apply sunscreen to my face, or if I have makeup on, I don't want to put sunscreen on top of it. So it's great for just everyday use. Really lightweight coverage. When you apply it, it may look a little shiny, but it really absorbs into your skin as it sets. And I find it's enough coverage for day to day. If I want to look a little more polished or put together, or you have more serious skin conditions that you want, more coverage, I would go with the Tint Skin. So that's a little about how they differ. But if you have specific questions, Beautycounter on their website has a color matching chart. So that can help you kind of find the shade that's right for you if you're a little uncertain about what shade to go for. There's also a lengthening mascara. It is a long wear mascara. It comes in just soft black as the color. It was recently launched by Beautycounter. It's not waterproof, but it does remove best when you're using a baby oil or coconut oil or something like that. It's a narrower tube than a lot of people are accustomed to, and the wand is very small, like this. But I find it works great to really lengthen your lashes. You can apply multiple coats. It's designed to be buildable. It's not a massively volumizing mascara, but it does not clump. I find that it gives my lashes really natural looking look, and then if I want to apply a couple coats, 2 or 3, that gives me a little bit more of the dramatic look I might be going for on the evenings or date night or, girls' night out. Beautycounter also has a bunch of different blushes. All the blushes come in 2 tones. This is probably not the best one to see on the camera. I'll show you this one. So as you can see, there's 2 tones. There's a darker and a lighter on all of them. And that's designed so that you can either, and this one is our flamingo and apricot, so it's a little brighter. That's designed so that you can use the lighter shade on your upper part of your cheekbone, and then the darker shade you can kind of contour slightly underneath. Or if you want just an all-around natural look, you can take the brush and just blend it into both shades and then apply as usual. So I love them. My favorite is the Bloom and Tulip combination, but Tawny and Whisper, the one that looks a little bit more like a bronzer, is really popular as well. And then Beautycounter also does have bronzers in 2 different shades, matte bronzers, so they don't have any shimmer or anything like that, and I think it gives a really nice natural look, great for contouring as well. If you're into more of the cream blush, they have cream blush sticks, so they look like a really large lipstick. I like the cream blushes because I think they give you like a really dewy, natural look, especially in the summer. The best way to apply them is to rub a little bit on your hands and then take your fingers and dab into your hands and then dab onto your cheek. That just gives you more of a natural look. If you apply it directly onto your cheek, you're going to end up with probably more blush than you're looking to have on your skin. There's hibiscus, which I just showed you. This is caramel, which is more of a brownish color, but once it's on your skin, I was surprised at how much I love the way it looks. Just really, really natural. Almost like slightly bronzer meets blush, if you will. So there's 3 different shades of the blush, and it also works great as a lip color. So especially if you buy the hibiscus shade, which is the brighter pink one, it's awesome both as a lip color and as a blush. So I like to kind of tell people different ways that they can use their products in multiple different applications. And then the eyeshadows, all of them, once again, come with 2 different shades in the eyeshadows. So I wouldn't call the eyeshadows highly pigmented. They're much more of a natural look. I can kind of show you a couple of the other ones. This is probably the most pigmented, and that's the Fawn, and then that's Night, which is really dark. It can also be used sort of as an eyeliner with the right brush if you're going to use your eyeshadow as more of an eyeliner. And then this one is my personal favorite. It's the Pearl and Champagne, and I think it's just a nice everyday eyeshadow. I'm more of a makeup minimalist, so I always kind of gravitate towards the colors that look more natural, but there's definitely different shades for whatever you're looking for. And I'm not going to go through all the lipsticks, but the lip sheers are what convinced me that I like lipstick. I'm going to pull out the petal. They have everything from like a very natural looking pink, which is the petal. They're all highly moisturizing, which I love because I feel like I'm always wearing lipstick, and you can see it's just very natural looking on. I always feel like I wear lipstick and my lips look dry, and then I kind of, especially in the winter, and then I'll want to take it off. But these colors are just super, super natural. They blend really well. They keep your lips feeling moisturized, and they're not like a true highly pigmented lipstick, but they do have some darker colors if you're looking for something that's just a little more poppy. This is probably the most dramatic color we have. It is the Scarlet. I'll put that on for you too. I don't love red lips, but I like this color. And as you can see, so it's pretty natural, while also giving you just a little more oomph to your look. Oh, I think I covered it all. I hope there is also a kids and baby line, so I'll let Justine kind of show you that on the website if you're curious about the kids and baby line a little bit more. The baby line is designed for kids 0 all the way to 18 months, and then the kids line 18 months and up. Although I will say my daughter doesn't have any skin sensitivities, and I've used the baby line on her, or the kids line on her, all the way from 7 months up. So the difference really between the two is the baby line is completely unscented. So there is 0 fragrance whatsoever, even natural fragrances. It's designed to be ultimately gentle, great for kids with eczema or any type of skin sensitivity, especially the baby balm. It rubs really nicely into the skin on any dry patches or, also on baby bums. Works really, really well. And then the kids collection, I have some of it here, is designed for slightly older kids, but like I said, works on, older babies as well. It smells a little bit like vanilla and grapefruit together. It is, I love the way it smells. And personally, I use the kids conditioner. I like it a lot on longer hair, or hair that tends to be drier. The kids line has a shampoo, conditioner, and a body wash. So our whole family actually uses the kids body wash because it smells so good. So I hope that explains a little bit about Beautycounter and answers a lot of your questions. I will be available online if you have questions tonight, and happy to answer them in real time. So just let me know. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys decide to try. I hope you'll give Beautycounter a try. Remember that anything that you order through Justine's social will actually go to benefit Justine. She'll get a bunch of fun rewards and things like that. So additionally, I wanted to quickly let you know that if you are thinking, hey, this is a company I want to get more products from down the road, they do have a membership program. The membership program is $25 a year, and what it comes with is for every $300 you spend, you get $25 back in product credit. Plus, you get free shipping on all orders over $100. So it really quickly pays for itself. So I just like to throw that out there because I know sometimes people are planning on placing a large order, or they might be interested in purchasing more products throughout the year, and that free shipping and the fact that they're working towards free products is really a huge benefit to people. So that is all I've got for you, and I hope to talk to you all later.